Well, good Thursday evening, everyone. We've had some light rain and snow showers around the valley so far today, and this has really not amounted to much as expected, with temperatures well above freezing. But it's been one of those days where the sun peeks out for a little while, and then all of a sudden it's snowing pretty good for 5 or 10 minutes. And we've had a couple of those snow showers around downtown Youngstown here around 3:45, 4 o'clock this afternoon. Let's zoom in on the Cleveland radar here. Snow showers extending out into the western suburbs of Cleveland, but here are our snow showers moving south out of Trumbull County, heading into Mahoning and Columbiana County. I'll go over to the Pittsburgh radar to get a better view of things in western PA. Scattered snow and mixed rain showers moving through a good chunk of Mercer and Lawrence counties down into Beaver County, into the Pittsburgh area as well. It'll be most active over the next couple of hours, going up until about sunset. After sunset, could there be a flurry in spots? Sure, but most of the night does look uneventful. Nationwide, your eye is certainly drawn to this mess up in the Northeast. This is the remnants of the system that came through here yesterday morning or overnight into yesterday morning, and that brought us a few inches of snow south and east of Youngstown. Now, this is bringing some pretty healthy amounts of snow to upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and parts of Massachusetts as well, and it's rain further to the south. Here's a look at a late afternoon visible satellite. You can see the holes in the clouds here, and anytime we get one of these holes, the sun peeks out and looks pretty nice. It feels pretty nice, and then it clouds back up, and we get a little precipitation pushing through. That's been the way it's gone all afternoon, and generally a mostly cloudy night coming up for tonight. These holes in the clouds will tend to fill in as we head past sunset and into the overnight. I tweeted this out and put it on Facebook earlier, but certainly a little unusual to look at a snow cover map and see a hole over northeast Ohio. Usually one of the snowier places across the region is, of course, northeast Ohio, northwestern Pennsylvania, but with that last system missing us to the south and to the southeast, well, they've got a heavy snowpack now around Indianapolis, Dayton, northern suburbs of Cincinnati. Columbus had about 6 inches worth of snow out of that. Now, with enough mixing with rain, southeast Ohio didn't get quite as much as expected, and then the amounts, the snow on the ground gets a little bit higher as you head off into the higher terrain of West Virginia. But I just thought this was interesting, this little donut hole right over us. In the meantime, snow depth in Pennsylvania is quite interesting as well. Pretty decent snowpack in the Laurel Mountains to the east of Pittsburgh. These peaks here can reach about 22 or 2,400 feet. Some of the highest spots in Pennsylvania are right in here where the darker blues are. And then once you're east of, say, State College, there's very little snow on the ground. The snow only made it up to about here, and then it just sort of didn't make it any farther. It was definitely a sharp cutoff between those who got some snow and those who did not. Out of yesterday's system, there's been a lot of talk about the forecast not going quite as expected in Washington, D.C. They had quite a bit of snow out to their west, out here in northern Virginia and into Maryland, but here's D.C. right here, and as you can see, there's almost nothing on the ground there, so it was a tough forecast for them, and it ended up being a non-event snow-wise for the nation's capital. I also put this on Facebook and Twitter earlier. This image shows the the ice thickness over Lake Erie. It's thickest out in the middle of the lake. Now, this is in centimeters, but an average mean thickness, if you will, of about 12 centimeters is about 4 inches. That's the average thickness of the ice on Lake Erie. Not very thick at all, certainly not ice fishing conditions out here. The thickest part of the ice right out here in the middle is about 36 centimeters or about 14 inches, so a little over a foot in the deepest parts of the lake out here. But generally, the ice, is hanging in there, but a lot of it is going to go away as we head towards the weekend. Let's talk about the weekend and beyond because we've got our warm-up coming. I'll start our computer model here with Friday evening. Still some precipitation along the East Coast, but we're in fine shape Friday afternoon, Friday evening. Heading into the weekend, here is Saturday afternoon. A possibility of severe weather with nasty thunderstorms out here in the nation's midsection, including Kansas and Oklahoma, Missouri, and maybe southwestern Iowa. This will be snow on the backside of this system in Colorado and Wyoming. Potential for a snowstorm around Denver and surrounding areas. The warmth, though, building out ahead of this for us on Saturday to be around 50 in the afternoon, and then Sunday afternoon, the precipitation holds off, I think, until after sunset Sunday evening. And remember, sunsets will be later, starting on Sunday with daylight savings time beginning. The sun won't go down until about 7:20. But anyway, this is 7 o'clock, this is 2 o'clock, and then here is, let's take that off and go forward to 7 o'clock, or 8 o'clock, Sunday evening, just after sunset, greens approaching from the west. That is rain coming our way for Sunday night and Monday. But before the rain gets here after sunset Sunday evening, we're going to enjoy a really nice day. Not exactly bright and sunny Sunday, but We'll get into the middle, if not upper 50s on Sunday. A nice taste of spring. I know I plan on washing my car on Sunday. My golf clubs may be tempted to be broken out as well, but we'll see about that. Here's Monday morning. It's raining. Monday afternoon, the rain starts to push away. And then after the rain pushes through, it looks chilly, but fairly uneventful for the middle of next week. Temperatures will be back close to average. Here is that temperature chart I like to show. The black line in the middle is where we should be. Above average, way above average, by about maybe 18 degrees on Sunday. That's the day we could hit the upper 50s. Average high this time of the year is in the lower 40s. Beyond Sunday, though, notice the trend. It's definitely chillier for much of next week and beyond. This is the 16th of the month here. We're about 5 degrees below average. The dates are the second number on the legend down here on the bottom. So here's the 18th, 19th, and 20th. We stay below the average, it looks like, probably through about the 20th, and then we may sneak a little above average beyond the 20th, beyond St. Patrick's Day. But certainly next week will be pretty chilly compared to the average, on the order of maybe 2 to 5 or 6 degrees. Generally across the region for next week. I'll be on 21 News tonight at 6 and 11, and Jess will be on tomorrow morning. Injured hand and all, we'll have the updates on the weekend forecast and that possibility of rain that's coming our way on Monday. Have a great evening.